This is your channel. Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to our channel. That's my beautiful daughter. You can see the resemblance.
Yeah, this is me.
She looks like me. So, but before we start, please subscribe to our channel. Subscribe, click down there, go down that like button and click, and so that you'll be the first to get any notification when we download any new video. And this morning is me and my beautiful daughter. She's just like a carbon copy of me, really.
Really?
She can't even tell the difference sometimes. We go on the streets and people will just say, is that Precious? No, I say Precious mom.
They say, oh, is that your sister?
Is that your sister?
I literally got it yesterday.
Is that your sister?
I got it yesterday coming back from church.
That is true. And in that because we have the same stature, we have the same look, the same height.
My face is like my dad.
Oh, you sure?
My face is like my dad.
You look like your dad?
I look like my dad.
Okay. She took the pretty side of me, and then she took her daddy's dimples, which that's fine as well, you know.
Okay.
And when you have a teenage girl, like, it's a good thing. So when they get to that teenage age, you have to know that your clothes will start getting missing. Your jewelry.
No, see, this is an exception. This is an exception.
Yeah,
it's because of the same time.
Your jewelry will start getting missing because then they start, doing their shopping in your wardrobe.
Even this is my mom's jewelry as well.
All of your shopping, you shop in my wardrobe. If you say, Mom, I'm going to go and shop, then know when she's going to get the trolley. Take the trolley down to Mom's wardrobe and start to do the shopping. Especially the latest thing I just buy.
I don't shop in H&M or like all those stores. I just go to my mom's wardrobe.
Even if you shop in my wardrobe, that's fine. It's not a problem. It's just after you finish shopping my wardrobe and you use it, then it becomes yours. You don't even put it back.
It's like the saying, what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine.
No. It's like what's mine is yours and what's yours is still yours.
Yes,
because
it's interest, compound interest.
And anytime you take my stuff, I'm okay with it, but I would just like you to put it back.
Okay, I see.
And you don't even put it back, you make it yours.
Yes.
You make it yours.
And when I
go to my wardrobe to go and collect it, there's like, Mom, don't touch my stuff.
No, it's more like, because I want to preserve how lovely this outfit is. So I'm like, well, let's preserve this outfit.
They preserve the outfit. You say, Mom, don't touch my stuff. And some of it, after you wear it like 3 or 4 or 5 occasions, then you put it in the bin, and then I can't find it. Do you? You throw some away.
No, I recycle.
Recycle's in the bin.
Giving back to the environment. It's giving back to the environment.
Oh, these clothes are expensive. And then you put them in the bin.
Okay, what's our video today? What are we doing today?
Oh, today I was just trying to have it's free, because it's been a long time since me and you has had round table talk. How they have their table talk or red table talk. But I want to have a round table talk as well with you. Sometimes I don't even know, because when you're teenagers like this, I know you're always busy. You're A-level.
Yeah, I'm 30 days before my GCSE.
So I know, and we don't really have this time to talk together to get to know your own world and what's happening and what's.
And by the way, if there were like other students out there who also like sitting their GCSEs, I know this time is like the most hectic time. This is like less than 30 days.
Yeah,
it's
that's
less
true.
than 30 days. The first exam is on the 16th of May now. But, you just have to stick in there. Make sure you have loads of table talks with like your parents and stuff. Like, how are we going to do today? Just make sure you communicate and don't bottle it all to yourself. That's what I'm saying. Don't bottle it all to yourself.
That's true.
Because like, it's not that bad. Like, it's not bad. It's not that. If you talk, if you just like communicate and like you make sure your mind is at ease, then
and the fear. I know some people have this fear of exam.
Fear of exams,
exam fever. I don't know how you call it.
Yeah, no.
And how do you expect them? How do you want them to deal with? How do you deal with yours?
How do I deal with
exam fever?
How I got over mine?
Yeah.
Well, doing practice papers, time your practice papers a lot. That's kind of how I got used to doing that, and so it's kind of the same thing in the exam. Because you can study a lot of content, you can read all of your books, you can make notes of the whole spec, which you shouldn't do. But the most practical sense of revision is by doing questions. So doing practice papers, doing them normally, then timing them, that is foolproof. 100% works. Okay, that yes, I digressed. So what are we gonna do today?
That's what I'm saying. What else today is just I want to get to know, because sometimes I come to your room, and when I get to you, say, Mom, I'm studying. And yeah, I know, because I feel for you, but I don't know what's the right time to talk to you. And at the same time, I don't know how you're feeling towards the preparation of the exam. I know when I was in school, I mean, exam is one of those things. I'm always scared. I'm terrified. Not that I don't study. There's no amount of study. You still have a bit of fear. Yeah, because you don't know what the questions, or where the question is going to come from. So there's a lot going on in the head, and I feel for you. So, I know. Yeah, I try to help. I don't know sometimes what aspect as we parents can help. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know. How can we parents, like as a mom, how can I help you?
I feel like, to be honest, the most helpful thing, like being parents or just being like this much you can do, is just the very thing about being there. Because even if like it's a child that's really, really enclosed to themselves, if they know that there's still someone there, there's still their parents there that they can like rely on. I feel like that's the most helpful thing that they can do, because even if it's a parent that's like not as studious, like my dad's like really, really studious, like he's really, really book. My mom's like not really like as studious as that, but like I know I can talk to either of them about my work, because I know that they're there and they will just lend that ear and they will just give that advice. So I feel like the best thing you can do is just be there. Honestly, just be there. And like even if a child has to go to like what was that, like tutoring or like after
lesson,
like after school lessons and stuff like that, like put your support in that as well, but also just like take them out and just be like, just like talk to them as well. Make sure like they're, because prep schools and all of that, they're good, right? But it depends on how they're going there for. If they're going there in the mindset that, you know, like these exams are so scary, like, you know, like the only thing I can do is go to this part. That's not a good mindset to go to a tutor. The good mindset to go to a tutor is, okay, I know what I need to do.
That's correct.
And I have a good idea of what I need to go and study, and I would rather have a tutor that can also like help me with this. That's a good mindset. So in other sense, just one, communication, and two, just being there. I feel like that's very, you know, very helpful.
You know, and that's true. I like that. But I also want to find out from you, you know, many students, like you're top class, you're A-star.
I'm an A-star.
A-star student. And I'm so proud of you. I mean, you always, you're a blessing to be your parents. But at the same time, you have to understand there's so many kids out there that they're not A-star in that level. And they're struggling. And they don't know how to, sometimes they don't even know how to come to talk to their parents. They don't, and the parents is expecting so much of them. Like,
and it's like a cycle.
And parents is expecting so much from them, and yes, I'm not sure how can they deal with that, because some kids kids too do get depression if they're being like pushed and expecting so much from them, and they know that they're trying. They know they're not trying. They just can't seem to deliver that A-star. Not everybody can. What would you? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I feel like this is very common with like as a Nigerian, I feel like this is a very common amongst a lot of like
Nigerian parents. Or African parents.
West African parents.
West African parents, that's correct.
West African parents in general, like you have a lot of pressure, like you must be a doctor, you must have an EPQ, and you must be a lawyer. It's really like, you know. But why that sort of like conditioning is not really good, because first they have the pressure from the two people that should support them the most. They're already putting that pressure on them on top of what's happening at school. Because I assume at school the teachers would also be like, you guys, you must study so much. So in other sense, they have no place to feel ease. So that type of mindset, that's not a good mindset to go in when you're studying.
That's true.
Because when you're studying, you want to be at peace. You want to be like, you know, you want to have that mind at peace. And then it goes into exams, and they're also feeling that pressure, like, oh, they must write this, they must do good, they must do that. And they come out and they didn't really perform to their best of ability. Because why? They're not relaxed. So
and there's too much fear.
There's too much fear. I feel like the first best thing is to communicate how you're feeling. Like, whether that's through words, whether that's through, I don't know, writing, whether that's through like, even, I know some people, they can communicate how they're feeling through drawing, art, or even through music. The first thing is that you need to make sure you get your emotions out. If it's an area that, okay, maybe they're not really as, like, they're not encouraged to like express their emotions, stuff like that, then again you can convey it through listening to music or drawing your own drawings and stuff. The best thing is just that you get your emotions out. The second thing that you need to do is that you need to sit back and like just review not even just like subjects, review yourself now. Like, think about what your overarching goal is, not for like what the others think you should do, but what you genuinely are interested in. What do you want to pursue? And then you can end up thinking about the little steps you can take to get to there. For example, let's say I was on like a C, someone's on a C, they want to get an A star because they want to do this, that. Going from a C to an A star, it's not impossible, right? But you still have to consider the little steps you can take in between then. So let's say one day you think, okay, because I want to get this grade, on this Monday I'm going to spend 5 minutes just literally to reading my book. You don't need to like sit out 6 hours of doing revision, or like, you know, deleting all of your games, deleting all that. That's kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of boring. It's kind of boring. I mean, obviously at one point you have to like prioritize one, but you know, for the time being, you should just make it into a routine of like reviewing your knowledge and reviewing yourself, and then you can gradually increase your studies to like going through practice questions, just so you're in, but remembering you have to be in that relaxed state. So using mindfulness, because someone like that, I feel like it's not even that they don't know the content, or be more like they're just they have so much nervousness, they have so much angst that when they get to the exam they just go blank. That's what happens. That's true. So someone like that, I wouldn't say they need to revise content. Obviously they need to revise content, but they need to prioritize having mindfulness and just having a mind at ease. And then they could like, you know, get your grades up and kick in.
Thank you, my baby girl. Thank you. You know, hold on. One thing I want to say to students, especially, and sometimes I say that to you as well. Sometimes you're expecting to have an A star, maybe then you had A, which here I'm just playing devil's advocate. Just listen to me. Sometimes people think, oh, they won't have an A star and they have an A or they have a B, and they're beating themselves up on that. You understand me? Sometimes, yes, mostly students who are high achiever do that to themselves a lot. And whether you even a B or A star is still all the same link. They still is in the same category. But most of these students end up beating themselves up, or just withdrawing and being so sad and not crying, whereas it's still the same thing. And I feel for those students like that. I've seen that, and how do parents deal with that, and how do you supposed to handle that? I don't know how to explain it to you. Sometimes I have to tell you, I say, Precious, you know what? We're not loose, you keep the same. We love you the way you are. We love you for you. We are not there to say, you know what, you must get a stay star. But when you get it, we are happy for you regardless whichever way. We're just happy for you. We're just happy that you just our daughter. So that's awesome. But how do some students of somebody of your own caliber having the same kind of passion, and when they're supposed to have A star, they end up maybe dropping down the A, or they get down to the B, and now they're beating themselves up and getting so angry and depressed? What would you tell them?
That's a lot.
I know, yeah, but in a nutshell, yeah.
But like, how would I address it? A lot of those students, that's kind of still relates back to the other answer as well. Like, it's more like a cycle of having a lot of pressure, and then they they underperform because they're feeling that pressure. So like the first thing that you should do.
But what about if you're not under any pressure?
It's not under pressure, but like the first thing that you should do genuinely is that even if you can get that exam or like go back to the teacher and literally go up to them, muster up the courage and ask them specifically which questions they struggled on, which basically just ask what they got wrong. Because when you find those little subjects, number one, you can go over the topics that relate to that subject, and then also once you already have reviewed that, at least just like reading over it or like you can go back and do those same questions again, maybe in a different colour, not in the same colour, in a different colour, something that's bright and something that's memorable. So then because these questions, they always repeat themselves, they only reword and they repeat themselves. When you see the answer in another paper, if it does come in your next paper, then you can just be like, you know what, I revised this question before, I didn't get it, but now I do, so let me just write. So that's kind of how I am going through revisions. That's how I go through a bit, because honestly, I did experience that too. Because in geography, for my last the exam I did in November, I got a grade 8, which is equivalent to an A star. It's equivalent to an A star. And then this time round in January mocks, I actually got a 6 this time round, which is actually a B. And to be honest, if I say that I didn't feel a bit off, like I didn't feel a bit like, that'd be a lie. But literally the very next day, I went up to the same geography teacher. I asked them, you know what, sir, I know that I underperformed this exam, but I would like to know, okay, which topics and which questions did I really like struggle on, or like what, like, and when I did teach them, they did actually say that like it wasn't really a matter of like not really knowing the content, you just like kind of fumbled the questions. So more or less for me, it's just like I need to practice my exam technique and stuff, but I know that now because I did muster the courage and went to ask, and even now I'm still going over questions and practicing that exam technique. So like by this next exam, I'm gonna get an A star. But
yes, you will get an A star by the grace of God. So that's it for now. This is mom and daughter, Precious. This is mom. I'm Precious, my baby girl, my daughter. So moment like this, I do have it with her when I know her exam is coming. I did that when she wanted to apply to her college, and this another one because I know her exam is coming and she's resuming back to school tomorrow for is it O levels or
it's O level is GCSE.
O level is GCSE. She's preparing for a GCSE exam. Parents, please do try whatsoever you're doing. I know we're all busy, but try and participate in your child's practice questions, or see where aspect you can help. You can help in different ways. You don't have to be academician to help your child.
That's true.
So, and also give them support, and also please do not put too much pressure on them. Like you must pass, you must have A stars. Do not. That's pressurizing. That's pressurizing your children. Please do not do that. That's not helping them. Just let them know that we know you are our children. We not lose you. We always stand by you. So, and give them that strength that just go there and do your best, and we stand by you. We just love you the way you are, and that will give them that strength, because there's enough headache in school. Do not add more to them at home. So from me, Yemi, and my beautiful daughter Precious Okiki. Yes, Precious Okiki. That's Okiki, and this is Mom Yemi. So we'll talk to you again, and maybe after the exam, she's gonna come and give you testimony on the result.
Yeah, because I have so much time after the exam.
So she has so much time, and then she'll come and tell you about the testimony of our result. So it's from Yemi and my beautiful daughter Okiki. So we'll see you in our next video. Thanks for watching, and wish my daughter the best of luck. Thank you.